The topic of artificial intelligence and its use has become somewhat controversial in this day and age, primarily due to how it's been used and how much damage it has caused in the world and in several industries. There are many differing opinions on the subject matter. Understandably, most are quite negative. I've seen many people blame AI itself for everything that has happened, seeing that it is what has been used for really shady stuff, like the sale of AI images while claiming they're authentic, using those claims for profit, or the loss of many people's jobs at the hands of AI voice and image generation, among other things. Today, I'd like to touch upon this subject matter and explain why the problem isn't AI itself, rather, how I believe the problem lies on the people who use it. Artificial intelligence was created to be an aid to humanity, to help it progress in a grand variety of tasks. But as we know, it's become more and more used and abused to the point where it is now being used as a replacement when that was never what it was supposed to be. Artificial intelligence is a tool for humanity's benefit, having many uses that facilitate many tasks. It is not a bad thing at all. It's very convenient, but that is also the issue, how convenient it is. With art, AI can be used as reference. If you're having trouble figuring out a pose or need inspiration for something, it can be useful to ask AI for image generation to give you an idea of what to do, so long as in the end, whatever you make is truly yours. Use the AI suggestion as help for what you need, but don't just take what it gives you and call it a day. In the end, art is made by people, not the computer. It's up to you to make and show your work and talent. It doesn't matter how skilled you are, whether you're good at art or not as skilled. Anyone can make art. It just takes practice. And that leads us to another problem: the use of AI as a quicker and easy way to quote unquote make art, end quote. Takes me back to what I said about AI being convenient. Generating an image is quick and easy. Just type a prompt and boom. Yeah, the image won't come out exactly as you want it, leading to you typing more and more to make it just right. But that's not really making art. Art takes time, passion, effort. But just typing and making the computer do almost all the work isn't really making art, especially because what's on screen isn't really yours or authentic to you. It's the work of artificial intelligence. You told it what to do. You did not make it yourself. Not everyone really wants to go through the effort of making real art. They want a way to speed up the process of making something that looks good and cohesive. Or some people just don't have the time due to work or school, so they choose the AI route. I don't quite think it's a bad thing, but when you start claiming you made it all by yourself is where I start to draw the line, because essentially, those claims become lies taking into account what I just explained. It gets even worse when the people start trying to make money off of the art made by artificial intelligence, which is something we will talk about in our next segment. Taking into account what I just talked about in the prior segment, AI being convenient and free, and seeing how we live in a society where many big companies want to do anything to make their business processes go quicker and save themselves some money, how do you think those two will mix? Yeah, I recall a controversy with a certain beverage company making a commercial around Christmas time with only AI, whereas before they'd go through the effort of making their commercials either themselves or outsource work. Using AI for advertising saves you money, sure, but you're also putting people out of a job. This has also been a major problem in the animation industry, leading to many strikes, since there's always a looming threat of animators being laid off in order to just use artificial intelligence. What'll take animators months of hard work and dedication could be done via prompts, missing out on that human aspect, but also on paying human workers. Stuff like this is happening in many places all over the world, and it's not just the art and animation industry. This affects writing for series too, since AI can give you an idea for a story in shorter time than a professional writer can think up a good and compelling story. And hell, it's even quicker than what it takes me to write a script for a video. Voice actors aren't safe either. One thing I recall was that for a game I love, voice actors for the game's S rank characters had left due to there being no protection against their voices being used to train AI to eventually replace them. AI voices can be good in some cases, like Fortnite's use of the AI voice of the late James Earl Jones, who had signed a deal that would allow the use of his voice to be used for AI voice work as a way for him to provide for his family even after his passing. But obviously, not all cases of AI voices will be the same as what I just mentioned. There's a good comparison to be made with the old guns kill people, then disproven with the fact that guns don't kill people, people kill people argument when it comes to this topic. We already know what cartoon gave the best example of guns don't kill people, people kill people. And well, it's a similar case with AI. Artificial intelligence is not the problem, it's the people. The corporations who use the fact that AI is free in order to fire human workers to save themselves some money, or the people who claim they're actually making art when all they're doing is generating images, making a few edits, and then selling it while passing it off as actual art. That is the problem. But a majority of people just fully blame it on AI itself, getting mad at the people for any and all use of artificial intelligence. It shouldn't be this way, but sadly, it is how it is. I'm not sure how this will go on. Well, no one really knows. All we can do is hope. Thank you for sticking around.